Listen, I did not stream yesterday. And no one can really blame me for that one, because I simply did not want to. And so I didn't. I was busy doing, cool shit. Like not streaming. Because that's the opposite of cool shit. Pardon me as I fix my audio levels, I think. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do a single thing ever. No one's ever accused me of knowing how to do anything at all. Oh, hello, dolphins. Either it's because of the FOV change with Dolphin's Grace, or it actually does help. It feels like you go faster and better with the Trident when you have Dolphin's Grace. Though I very much doubt it. It's probably just the FOV change. So, we're on a quest. We just left, that way was our island. We were at the coast of our island. And then if we go this way, we pass a desert, a savanna, and then a desert again. And then we hit the mesa that I used for 1.16. Before we had 1.17 where I wanted to go and find a lot of copper as well, so I went and found a different mesa. And I'm going to have to find a third for 1.18 if we ever manage to update to that. And that's just going to be how my life is. Oh yeah, there's a very successful lava pool that's managed to destroy a lot of land, as you do. But yeah, I've mostly been doing some, like, basic resource grinding, like going through cycles of like going and enchanting things, villager trading to get enchantment levels. Oh yeah, this one specific, like this little specific circle of water is so cool. And then there's a little lava thing right here. And like that way to the ocean, that way to a different little pool, and then this little island in the middle. It's kind of cute. The thing is, some people did goof up. I think they were using like World Edit or something, so there's just a giant thing of black wool. I don't know why there's all that black wool or why they were messing around with stuff. And then there's just a sign at the top that's like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to get rid of this. And then like a frowny face. And it's the most hysterical thing when I was trying to go back to like find, like I was going back to find, I'm messing with the audio thing again, I can't. It shows like red thing, so I'm worried I'm peaking the mic, though I'm sure it only peaks when it goes from red to white. I don't know. Anyway. Like, finding this out of the blue was so hilarious because, like, I still, like, I have a mental map of areas very well. Oh yeah, and then there's a pink sheep named Sussy. So, like, I have a general mental map of, like, how all the, like, vague idea of which biomes are where. Like, if you go that way through the savanna, you'll find a different savanna and then the iceberg, and that's where I found, Cyrene, my polar bear. The fruitiest polar bear. And then if you go that way, you're gonna get a desert and you're gonna get the coral reef. And then if you keep going, you're just gonna get a bunch of tiny islands after a savanna. And then this way, there should be a tundra this way. Like there's this cool area with this flower forest. And then if you go farther to the side, you're gonna get a tundra. But I tried to find it again because I was looking for Arctic foxes and ended up just completely whiffing and not finding it. Oh yeah, so I do make a habit of when I find ruined portals. At one point I had a habit of completing them. And then I just have random ruined portals completed around, which is a little weird. To just like stumble across a portal and you know it doesn't lead anywhere. It's just like, well, we live like this. But yeah, I still have to mine gold, by the way, and that's just because we don't have a working gold farm that one person can just like sit by. Because if I could, I would, because the experience from that plus the gold would be very good, and I'd likely just use that because like Impulse SV had a very good gold farm in Hermitcraft Season 8, and he had hundreds and hundreds of levels because of this. Yeah, we're probably, yep, coming up on it now. This is the mesa. I don't really have it mapped as well because I haven't been using this mesa for a while, but mostly the thing is, I had thought I had taken all the resources. In reality, I was just going for all the mine shafts and messing around there, as opposed to actually, like, looking for all the gold in every cave system like I had been for the 1.17 mesa. So there's a ton of gold just untapped in this area as well, which, very good, you know? And also, like, I'm pretty sure this mesa biome is, like, massive, especially in comparison to the other mesa I have. And this one, the industrial district that Toby runs is in this mesa, like, somewhere. Like, I gave them I, like, warped them, like, let them warp to this area, and they're like, thanks, and then went off, and then the industrial warp is just somewhere else. I have no clue. I tend to just not bring coal and collect a stack of coal as I go. So then I just can keep refilling coal and have infinite torches, really. Sir? Okay. What is... Yeah, my hostile creatures is up a little bit. I hate that the clicky sound, I lose my mind, huh? Let's just turn everything up and... But yeah, I turned hostile creatures up for the hardcore series because I want to make sure that, like, it, like, just adds to that, like, something that someone might hear and recognize, and I don't. Well, I, as in the character, don't. So then they hear it, and then they can, like, freak out about it a bit more. And also because it's just, like, eerie to, like, suddenly hear, like, monster sounds as well. So I wanted to make it as high as possible with it, while still being, like, listenable. I just didn't look up, did I? Okay. But yeah. Gold mining, easy business in this area. Really. It's just you gotta find a good cave system. Like, I'm sure some of the cave systems I went to, because I was, like, mining for several hours and got, like, I think 4 to 5 stacks of gold blocks from it alone. It's just a matter of finding a good cave system. And then it's a matter of, like, not getting lost in all the bullshit and being able to find your way back around to where there is still gold to find. But... Oh, for a second I thought it was all cloudy from raining, but it doesn't rain on this server, so... While I'm still exploring overhead, I put the trident in my inventory, otherwise I don't, because it'll just lead to me accidentally dropping it somewhere stupid. And I can still go into these, because I definitely didn't check out the cave systems attached to them, but some of them are just the mine shafts, so anything else isn't very useful. Though it is easy to, like, look down them and see, yep, that's dark, and then be able to go. Hello? Okay. I think this is just too high up to actually hit a cave system. Oh, is it? Yeah, probably. Looks like. Oh, maybe here? Oh, maybe? Which, also a thing. Grabbing the... Okay, why are there so many torches, though? I'm too used to 1.18. I'm like, there's so many torches everywhere, and it's so distressing to be like, wow, this is cluttered. But yep, hit another cave, because I probably found part of it and went, okay, I'll get a little bit of the gold, and then I went back to go and explore the rest of the mine shaft, because the mine shaft is more, like, guaranteed. Because I know it's at a level where I'm likely to get gold, and I also know it's, gonna have perhaps mineshaft chests, which we probably won't find any, because I break all of the ones that I find so I don't waste my time later. But I did find one last time. It was this area that me and I had taken Blue on a mining trip, and then we ended up just kind of goofing around for part of it on the surface. So there's some, like, garbage and, like, some railways and everything. It's not even, like, an actual build, it's just, like, literally just throwing blocks around. A witch, really? witch in this economy? Okay, ma'am. That wasn't very helpful. Thanks for the sugar, though. Yeah, it's too loud. Maybe it's just in what I'm hearing and you're hearing far less. I don't know. I don't bother doing audio checks, which, as you can tell by, I'm pretty sure the game audio is muted for my Hades stream, which I hadn't even noticed. And was not intentional, but I am, after all, a goof. So... yeah, this sure is a cave system, okay. It's just really going and not stopping. Murder the man. You just murder the man. The poor man. He's already dead. What's like the worst I can do to him? You know? There are certainly some of these kinds of cave systems, huh? Just a bunch of intersecting caves. Not very fun. Okay, why is there so much lapis, though? And it's not even in the 1.17 generation, so I can't do the lapis trick. Dude, I did not ask. Literally no askers. The thing is, these like loop in on themselves, which is nice, but sometimes you just get sidetracked into a side area and then you can't find your way back to like a hub where there's more offshooting caves. You know? Oh my gosh. This is another dead end, yeah. Oh, wait, it's not? Hello? This might be, though. Oh? Profit? Dude. 0 askers. For a sec, I keep thinking things are cobble and being like, oh, a dungeon? Which, I'm not even that excited for a dungeon. There's not going to be much that I can find, except for perhaps an enchanted golden apple. But other than that, it's not like I need... Like, if it was in 1.18, where there's a lot... It feels like I'm pretty sure they upped the dungeon generation. I can't remember. But then there's also Other Side to be found, which I found Other Side, the disc, in... Like, I found 2... I think at least 2, maybe 3 copies of it on one of my single-player worlds. And then promptly have not found it since. And I think I might have deleted that world. I don't know. But just, yeah, I'm not too attached to any of my single-player worlds, really. I've got one that I was using since 1.16, though, that I think I've kept around. And then I had another in 1.18, where I did the whole, like, explore and then whatever. But I kept dying and I was on hard mode and I didn't want to go off of hard mode because I'm not a bitch. But also, like, I just kept dying because I wasn't properly prepared, but also didn't want to bother. Like, I don't know, I wasn't really into it at the end of the day. So I kind of deleted that 1.18 world. The 1.16 world's fine though, because I'm pretty sure I've got like maxed armor. I don't have netherite though, but it's not really worth it to go netherite mining when you're in single player, but you're not in like hardcore or anything, so it's not the biggest deal if you do die, but still, even if you have full diamond, you're probably invincible, really, unless you're a fool, which I am, so you never know. Dude, thank you. This will probably be a dead end, huh? Oh yeah, kitty cat update. She was vibing with me earlier. The thing is, she came in and was like, yeah, cool, this is great, but then also decided to demand my attention and kept meowing and was generally being very sweet about it, but also demanding. And then I decided to hang out with her, and she was like, "Oh, this is great," and actually like was like purring and everything, even before I was like petting her. She's such a darling about that. But then also, the second I decided to get up because I was still doing homework and wanted to be able to focus better at a desk, she's like betrayed, and she like looked up at me like, "What? Why?" And it's like, you were asleep. We weren't like actually hanging out. I don't know what you want from me, ma'am. She's like, I need your full attention at all times, and you must be at my side so that I can have pets whenever I deem necessary. It's like, please have mercy. All I want is to do my homework, which I rarely want to do, but then I've actually been doing very well at staying on schedule. Oh, here's a dungeon. Doesn't matter. Nah. Okay, there's not much here, really. Well, the chest itself is pretty good, so... yeah, I'll pass on everything else. Okay, an itty bitty little area. It's this area that, yeah, feeds right there, and then there's... so that all loops around over here. And then we're back over here. Oh, what? Dude. Oh, they're having a gang war over here. I'm not gonna interfere, I'm just gonna collect a music disc from it. Yeah, kings? Are you all really accomplishing all this? Ah. Yes, we get a music disc. What is a music disc? Oh, of course, it's... what is this? 11? I think? Yeah, it's 11. I'm gonna have to craft things. Okay, dude, you couldn't have come by while I was... okay. There's my 28, and there's also 28, and that's another creeper. No, not the crafting table. No! That bastard, that rat fucking bastard killed my crafting table. This is what... oh my god, this is the start of my villain arc, huh? This is the start of my villain arc. Can't believe it. They take the one thing I love, crafting tables. Sorry, King, but we could have had a flower cow, so... like, sorry, but nope. Do we... I think we go up. There's a higher chance for gold the more we go up. Oh yeah, so... I have taken to making some memes of the agricultural variety, and it's very fun. And I am partially tempted to share them with the class. And And by that I mean actually, like, I was half tempted for a second to figure out how to put pictures up on the screen while I'm streaming, just so I could have one, like, in the corner for no reason and leave it there. And then people just have to deal with that. But I decided against it because, one, that would take effort, and two, I'd have to, like, pick one of my memes and then decide, like, hello, I'm going to fully stand by this, and I worry about scientific accuracy, because I actually care about scientific accuracy at times. Most of the time I do not, but this time I do. My agricultural memes, some of them are very basic, and some of them I just want to put literally the same exact concept, but in a different format. But that's mostly because it's, like, the concepts I'm learning currently, or, like, that I am relearning as well, because some of them I do know. It was really weird to be, like, for him, like, one of the lecture videos, he was like, yeah, if you don't know this term, it's not explained here, so you're gonna have to go and read the lecture with all the notes on it. And then I'm just sitting here like, do people not know what that means? And I'm like, oh, it's an actual science term. I just learned it for like 4 times in a row because they kept teaching me the same exact thing for 4 years in my agricultural class. I was like, yeah, I know what abiotic and biotic means. What? And it's like, oh, people don't know what that means. However, I do know. Abiotic is non-living things in an ecosystem, and biotic is living things. So all your plants and animals are biotic. All your materials like rocks, sunlight, air, water, that's all abiotic, but it's all a part of an ecosystem because it's necessary for the sustained life of all of the living things in the ecosystem. And you gotta know these things, and like organizing, whether it's just like a population or a community or just an individual organism, you gotta be able to separate out, like, I know that these abiotic factors are not in a community because it's not living creatures and all that. What? Unfair. That stole my water. That was so unfair. My water's been stolen, my water snatched, my wig snatched as well. While I was at it, they decided to snatch my wig. I've never worn a wig in my life, I say. I lie. Is there anything? What's this way? Hello? Why do you just... Okay. I just want this water. That's literally all I'm here for. And I guess I'll steal your resources as well. Oh, diamond. Let's get this with a... No, please, come on. Have mercy. It was a 9 vein? Just a random 9 vein. Okay, can't get that in 1.18 easily. But yeah, I just make sure I like silk touching the like plain diamonds now because they're gonna be so much less common in a 1.18 generation. But then also, like, if I do pick up like just a plain diamond in the loot chest from treasure, then I'll probably just like fortune mine the rest of them because I don't want to waste inventory space. That's very much a key factor. Because if you want to have an actually long and fruitful mining trip, you can't be wasting inventory space like a fool. Which I tend to bring, where did I just don't have, okay, I was like, where in the goddamn is my sword? Idiot man. Can't even aim. I've been bringing, that's what I was saying. I've been bringing a stack of spectral arrows, but sometimes I run out because I don't bother collecting them every time, even though they are piercing. Okay, there's a lot of cave to look at here. And then I'll just keep collecting skeleton arrows, so then if I run out of spectral arrows and I still have room and have the skeleton arrows, I'll just be using plain arrows, so that I don't waste my time and don't get things blown up by creepers if I actually want them, like gold or diamonds, which are basically like the only resources I collect aside from lapis as well, but that's primarily because it's very fun to fill up the like lapis is also a source of blue dye, of course, so then when I build with blue, I'll probably want it eventually. Because building a flower farm is not really my forte, even though I probably could figure it out, because it's just pistons pushing a block, like a like set of grass back and forth, but still beyond my capabilities from doing it from scratch, so I'd rather not, and rather just have a surplus of lapis, like a ridiculous amount of lapis, because it's very easy to obtain. And also filling up the chest in the mushroom tower is kind of funny. Of just being like, yeah, this is just a casual amount to have. This is what normal people do. Oh, that was my neck. Woof. My neck is a travesty to the human spine. But so is basically every other part of my body, so... Hello? Why are there 3 creepers? Dude. These idiot men out here blown up like they don't know nobody. Yeah, thing is with collecting, because it says collecting gold for consumption. I just mean golden apples, literally. Like that's all I mean. And you need 8 ingots per golden apple, which is a lot when you consider them in this format where you don't have infinite from some kind of farm. Though I do basically have infinite because I've got fortune and a mesa biome, so I can handle myself. But still requires a lot. Every stack of golden blocks will make 8. No, wait. It'll make... Well, we've got 6... Every stack of gold blocks will make 8 stacks of golden apples, but then you also have an extra stack of gold. So then you can make 8 more golden apples with that, and then you'll have... So it's never, like, perfect. Like, to be like, oh yeah, this is 8, and then 8. It's like... No, you don't make 8 stacks of golden blocks. You make 8 stacks of golden apples. You make 1 stack of golden apples, which is even less. I was like messing up the math in my head. You make 1 stack of golden apples plus 8, which is like still not very much. But eventually it all adds up. So I've got about a chest full plus a little bit currently. Trying to get at least a double chest, probably more. Gonna be real, but that's just because there's some that I want to supply to the general public, and then some that I want as my own, like, backup apples. Because I like having a stack of golden apples on me at all times. Makes it easy to give them to people if they're hurt, and also makes it easy if I do get hurt to have to heal myself, but I rarely use them because I'm in full netherite. But you know, if I'm not in full netherite, then I probably would have to use them, because I am far too used to the full netherite and just being able to, like, run at anything and not having to worry about it. Dude, did not intend for that. Okay. I hear a skeleton rattling. Upwards? Somewhere? Okay. Like, if I don't immediately run into it, since there is so much cave anyway, I don't want to bother, especially because it might just be through here. Oh? There you are, dude. Jesus Christmas, Lord. What the? I can still get surprised by them even though they don't actually hurt me at this point, but still. Hello, King. Little Enderman guy. And big cave? Big cave? Oh yeah, I'm still listening to a bunch of remixes by, I think it's Vectron? I don't know, they're sick. They're very good. They're all on Spotify and stuff, and Apple Music and YouTube. Oh, I didn't intend to do that. Whatever. Oh yeah, so, Sneak Snag, my beloved white boy, whom I watch the most, and I've recently reached 300,000 channel points due to some very well-timed gambas, or gambling, channel point gambling. Because I doubted that he'd win every time, and I was like, yeah, I'll put like 10,000, 20,000 points on that, and then I get thousands of points in return, because we win these. Anyway, he played Lost Ark today. And then so I decided to be like, hey guys, at some of my friends who I used to play, who I tend to play some MMOs with mostly. Like we all tried out Final Fantasy 14, and I think some of them are still committed to it, but I'm not really. I just kind of lost, like I didn't have too much direction as much as I'd like, because it's like go to this area, and I'm like, well, where is this area? And it's like look at the map, and I'm like, I can't read this map. It's so weird, and also I don't know where everything is, and I didn't want to look up a guide because like I'm like a grown adult. Why can't I figure out a thing in a video game? Like which I still look up guides for things all the time. I had to look up a guide for Inscription because I couldn't remember how to finish the puzzle. And then I just couldn't figure out the wizard puzzle, and I was like, okay guys, I watched someone play a majority of this game, and then I try and play it, and then I can't figure it out. This is hell. Because I watched someone finish that puzzle, and then failed completely to do it myself. Anyway, so So Lost Ark is an MMO that like started in Korea or whatever. I think, yeah, it was made in South Korea, and then of course they've got a lot of very heavily gaming influenced culture. And their games, I've been reading a lot of, like, Korean webcomics. They're very good. That's the good shit. If you read Korean webcomics, they're, like, top tier most of the time. But so now it's been ported over and it's in like full English as well. Like it's got voice acting and everything in English as well. And since it's so popular in Korea and then is also free here, I don't know if it's free there, but it's free here. It's gotten super popular very recently, so I asked my friends, like, hey, has anyone heard of this game? I've been thinking of trying it, and maybe we could all get on, like, a server or something together. And then one of my friends is like, yeah, I'm playing it right now. And I was like, what server are you on? Gun emoji, better tell me. So I'm thinking of checking that out later tonight, or later today, I guess. Not right now, of course, but I did open up a tab so I wouldn't forget, like, here's the thing you wanted to do. But yeah. So I've been thinking of doing that, so I guess if I do get extremely invested, I might stream it if I can figure out how, but granted how I kind of cringe failed at trying to stream Hades properly and messed up the audio, at least on one part of the VOD, I don't know. Besides, maybe if I'm playing with my friends, I don't want their accounts to be all, like, found, or for people to find my stream through my account or something, because then they might bully me TM for being a cringe Minecrafter. Ooh, that's a lot of gold. Might just leave this cave to look for greener pastures, or golder pastures, I guess, but whatever. I don't need that. We can just take this. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even really know what all of the, like, roles are. Snake Snag plays a gunslinger, and I do like me some guns. As long as I don't have to actually have any accuracy, because I've never played a shooting game, first-person game. Because I'm far too competitive. I would get salty so fast. Especially if I were, like, talking on comms, I'd probably end up swearing on comms at people, even if I didn't mean to. Like, I'd just be, like, swearing about something and probably swear at them as well. So definitely don't want to try that out, because I don't want to accidentally, like, be toxic to people. Especially if I probably don't end up being any good at the game. So that's why I really don't play a lot of shooters, or any at all. It would be funny if I am just, like, I just happen to actually be very good with aim, but I don't want to play, I don't, like, ever try, and then end up actually being super good at it. But I very much doubt that. That's very much not the case for basically anyone, unless you're, like, a prodigy. Which I am not. In many cases. Oh yeah, this is one of the areas we goofed around in, I think. I had to make that because I think Blue kept dying. Because this was at a point where Blue was still in a mostly survival mode most of the time. So, Blue keeps dying. I have to put the tower up and be like, here, come here, please. Once you warp there, you gotta come over here. And it'll be very easy, I swear. But, yeah, not successful. Where's the other area we were goofing around in? It's somewhere over here. I don't know. This mesa is vast. It's easy to get lost in anyway. Oh yeah, there's another thing. I don't know who built that or where it is in relation to almost anything. But over here is the area where we were goofing around in over here. And I think we have a zombie in the minecart still down there in one of the mines. It's just sitting there menacingly. Oh yeah, and then I was like sitting, I don't know why, I think I was like just spacing out hardcore, so I was sitting in here and like just kept shooting myself up and falling back down or something, or like shooting at phantoms. I don't remember. You can see where Creeper got us. There's not many of those because I tend to just avoid everything when I'm above ground. Hello, sir. But yeah. I was over here. You can see I was over here last time I was mining, huh? There we go. Yeah, I've already been here for my gold, so I might just head somewhere else. Not quite sure where else to go, though. Oh, hello! A cave? Not very much of a cave, and mostly in the actual terracotta, so not very useful. Like, mesas tend to be, like, the perfect height to trident up to, at least in 1.16, 17 generation, but I very much doubt that for 1.18, considering what little I've seen of it. Like, I wish I could have explored that mesa that I had found on the hardcore world more, but the fact is, I just didn't have enough food. And the character was very much, like, not having a great time eating all that zombie flesh. One, doesn't taste good. Two, very much weird, like, effects that the zombie flesh has on them. And on basically anyone, I guess. When it's eaten for prolonged time. You know? But they had found food, it's just they hadn't had a bed, so they were kind of screwed. Unless they decided to, like, live underground. Did I ever find that? I don't know if I did. If the gold block's still there, well, I don't think I've ever found it. No, 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 no. Oh, I'm a fool and an idiot, man. I'm a little idiot, man. I can't believe this. And then none of this is useful, so I'll just grab the chest and run. Pain, suffering. I really just botched that, huh? Oh, there are so many mobs in here. Okay. Dude, what the... Okay, why are there so many mobs? Who did this? Come on, shoot him. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. No, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. No. Oh. I was gonna get a second disc, and instead they decided to just cuck me like that. Can't believe it. Never been so thoroughly disappointed in my life. That's a lie. I'll come back to that if I have to, but currently when I'm mostly at surface level, almost, with these caves, there's gonna be a lot of gold, and not much else. So, very much profitable. I am eating through my food, though, very quickly. I already have several, barrels full of, terracotta. But I have been thinking of just grabbing a bit of a beacon, because you only need haste 1 to fully, like, insta-mine through things when it comes to terracotta. So I was thinking of bringing part of beacon to, I think, the 1.17 mesa at least, because, I don't know, it seems best, but if I did want, I might have to do the haste 2 beacon anyway, because it would be very profitable if I found all the copper as well in the area. It's just copper's not exactly that surface level. Have I found this before? I haven't found this? What? How can there have been an area that I didn't find? Like, I very much combed over this area extensively. Well, it's a very small thing, so no wonder I passed over it, I guess. Did I just accidentally change the window? I think I did. Can I fix it? Maybe. I don't know. If it's all borked, then guess that's a problem. Oh, little itty bitty spiders. Oh. I don't have my crossbow. Don't worry, they don't poison me. It's okay, idiot man. This little idiot boy. Okay, dude. Yeah, this is a whole ass mine shaft that I never found. Okay. I just live like this, randomly finding these things. Oh yeah, so technically I do have 1 extra enchanted golden apple. It's just out of habit. I had been keeping it right by my bed in my, like, little cave in Elysium. Which, like, I should not be keeping it there, considering that people regularly go through my shit over there, which is fine. It's just, like, I've freely done that. It's just, I did keep one of the most valuable and rare items in the game just sitting there. Like, it's not one you can't even farm, so... Yeah, I probably should move that into my ender chest, but also, like, I could just not, you know? Okay, this is a little cute oasis full of sugarcane. Mostly, the only reason to really go through these is for these. Okay. I'm pretty sure the loot tables generate differently once you update to 1.17. Then they begin generating differently. And then they begin generating the 1.17 loot tables. Because otherwise, this isn't 1.17 generation, so you wouldn't get glowberries unless you we're on 1.17, so then it generates the loot table as you're opening it, you know? Which I'm pretty sure is how it works. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's not like concrete, that they're like whatever material, but I don't know. Never claimed to know anything ever, so. Oh god, there's so many places to go. I don't need these right now. Haven't really been working with like ravines or anything, so I haven't been losing a lot more of my arrows. So I'm pretty good. Oh, I gotta go this way, huh? Useless. Hello, Ender guy. Enderman. Oh, well, king shit, of course. That's just some Looney Tunes ass falling in. So, any chests, potentially? Okay. Just a spider. Oh my god, the fact that the character found a spider and actually managed to, like, restrain it into an area was very funny on the hardcore series, and then, like, character doesn't know about despawning, so then the spider despawns, and then character is like, where'd he go? Which is very funny, but also very sad. Because it's just like, ah, oh, sweet, great. I'm glad he left me. In fact, I prefer it this way. Does not prefer it this way. Is in fact very sad. Proceeds to die. Goddamn drop creepers, you know? It's very funny. Some of them I never expect, and you can tell when I don't expect them because I have an actual, like, a visceral reaction. And well, I don't ever expect the drop creepers, but some of the other creepers, I do not fight them as well as I should, you know? That's just how it goes. Yeah, no thanks, mate, bro. What? Okay. Ah, yes, the sniff of alarm. That startled me so bad, but I, like, was so tense already that I couldn't do anything but just sniff. Nothing like a dramatic inhale. Oh, sweet. Nothing useful but a chest. Nothing useful. Unless I already get, like, a gold block, I'm not gonna bother picking up gold ingots. Because if I have a gold block already, then I'll have space, because I'll have to convert it into 9 ingots, and I can collect every other ingot I find. But in cases where it's not like that, then I'm like, why bother? When I could just literally collect an entire stack of gold, raw gold blocks in that place on my inventory slots. Not very useful. And nothing to be found here. And I don't think there's anything here either. Yeah. That's a lot of gold though, so it's pretty good. Might be some other kind of not fully connected parts around here, but I don't know. Never claimed to know a single thing. Yep, there's part of it. First, let's craft. Don't cry, craft. And then let's, mine, perhaps? Who knows? Oh yeah, there's the, I'm pretty sure if you go past that, you might hit a tundra, but it'd be very far, you know? And while I'd love to find a tundra, because I want to find some foxes, some Arctic foxes, but that'll be very time-consuming. And I still haven't naturally found any, aside from the ones I found in my, like, snowy mountaintop world for the hardcore series. Which, since the character doesn't know what a fox is, it very much lost its impact. I do like the biome blending more, because like this would have been like a savanna or a desert instead of a taiga, because taigas are a more temperate biome than this. There it is. I spotted that gold from a mile away. I did realize when making the title that saying for consumption might seem like I'm trying to use gold to cure the consumption, which I'm pretty sure is tuberculosis. I could try that. Who knows? Life's a mystery. We never know. Maybe gold will cure my character's tuberculosis. Ah, jeez, there are 3 ways to go. Okay. Okay, thankfully this loops around, so it complicates things a little less. Simplifies them, maybe, as someone who actually knows what an antonym is might say. Going upwards might, hopefully, is a dead end, so I can just go downwards. I don't know. Because what you're always hoping for is that at least one of them leads somewhere big, but you don't want it all to, like, be just a bunch of different paths, because then you're going to have to find your way back through the pathways. Which is not going to be easy, and then also is going to take a lot more time than if it were like an open area where you can just like build to wherever you want to go, maybe, if you need to. There is a skeleton just jiggling all the way and rattling all of its bones. Which I do not appreciate, frankly. There are children watching. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Idiot man. Hate your ass. Dumb bitch. don't think there's anything up here, huh? Oh, maybe there is something of value, even? No, nothing. I saw it going back down to stone, was like, oh? And then it didn't pan out. So, like, what's the point even? Ever? The point of anything ever? If I can't get the thing I want? Like, why bother? Okay, so it was all dead ends. Oops, all dead ends. Which, like, at the end of the day, all caves are technically dead ends unless it loops all the way back out to the surface. In a different, like, form. But, still. Gonna have to make a warp that just says list. So then whenever anyone tries to warp to learn the warps, they just get teleported into an area that instantly kills them. Just so I can be like the supreme evil of the server. That's my true villain arc. Inaccessibility is my villain arc. Does this actually go into... Okay, it is an actual stone and stops. Great. Great, great, great. My favorite, actually. When it, like, doesn't have anything of value. That's my favorite thing. I might try it looks like there might be an open cave over in that taiga, and I could go... Oh, is there something over here? Oh? Oh! Literally the tiniest cave system. Let me mine you some gold from the world's tiniest cave system, huh? Oh, come on, King. Come on. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot the man. No, not me, the man. You're such a little idiot guy. Can't believe this. Come on, creeper. No? Okay, no one want me. Wow, I've never been so disappointed in my life. I came out here like a full-ass buffet, and none of them decided they wanted me until I finally got out. So rude. No one meets you halfway these days. All I wanted was for them to murder each other. Literally, like, what more could you even provide me? Okay, there's so much of everything. Okay. I tend to not mind things until the way I'm going the way back. I don't know why I started doing this at one point, but it was like a while ago, like years ago, that I started doing that as like a mining technique where I'd like take note of things and then actually mine them on my way back once I hit a dead end. Not sure why. Jesus, there's so many caves. There's so many ways to go here. And also a large amount of bats just everywhere. That one girl from that one vine loves it. Loves it here. I heard that. Hearing creeper herding sounds is like the scariest thing because it's just like, okay, so something, it was above me, and if I had gone closer, it probably would have fallen on top of me and exploded. But instead, I am just farther away so that I could hear it and then react. And it's like, cool, great, love it here. Love, this. Just this whole situation. Oh, Jesus, there's so much gold. What the fuck? Why are there like 15 caves intersecting at this one point? Why did they decide this is the Nexus? The popular Minecraft server, the Nexus. I don't even know if that's still running. Was that one run by Agent Canadian and Jerome, maybe? I don't remember. I did go on it several times. I'm pretty sure I used it. I went and played the Hunger Games on there several times. I played Hunger Games in a multitude of places, though. I don't think I ever won, really. Oh, damn it. No. Idiot man, die. This is part 1 of my crusade to murder all men in existence. It's gonna be like that My Chemical Romance album where you have to kill all the evil men in the world and then yourself because you became the evil man. That's me. But instead I'm just killing all men. Except for my favorite white boy streamers. They can live. But I'm not my own favorite white boy streamer, so I can't. This is the true tragedy of the world. Sometimes the tangents I end up going on when I just run my mouth while I'm streaming is wild. I remember at one point I became like basically a paladin for sea pickles because I was just like losing my mind. And of course there was me losing my mind over the fucking armory because the goddamn fucking cyan glazed terracotta. I still seethe thinking about it because the fucking cyan glazed terracotta wouldn't turn in the right way to give me the perfect square I wanted, so that I ended up only being able to use light blue stained terracotta, which didn't fit the full aesthetic I wanted. I wanted to bring out the cyan tones of the diamonds. So, oof. I still kept the cyan concrete though, so I still win these. And then, but I don't get the creeper faces. Instead, I get the like pinwheels that they have on the light blue glazed terracotta, which also is known as Vex Magic if you're a Hermitcraft aficionado like myself. Except I'm not. I don't know anything before season 6 because I'm one of those people who did join. Oh, there's a witch and a zombie villager. Imagine if I got the witch hit the zombie villager with a weakness potion and then just cured the zombie villager. That's how sometimes people have to do it because they don't have access to the nether, like to nether wart or blaze rods, so they can't farm stuff for potions. So then they have to use like weakness arrows that they get from villagers, but to get villagers in the first place, they have to cure them. And because they don't have weakness, they can't do that unless they find a witch that will cure a zombie villager. And it's the wildest shit. It's some of the stuff they had to do on the 30-day SMP that they were doing, Tommy Innit and the rest of them were doing for a while. But they never really got to that point because primarily it was like the area was just too small. They didn't have... And like while it was interesting that the area was so small, I think if they did that again... Okay. But if they did that with a larger area as well as proximity chat, I don't think they had proximity chat before. No, they definitely didn't. then I think it would have some interesting outcomes, but then at that point it becomes basically just last life, but only one life. Dumb bitch. Hate it here, hate it here. I hate women. Canonical woman hater. I think at one point, what was it? It was sometime on the server. I think it was, yeah, last life, but everyone's on red. That's just what the Dream SMP is. They're just always on red, even though they have the 3 lives of third life. What was it? I think it was like when we were first starting the server, so then it was like the server we did before where we didn't, someone forgot to put it on whitelisting. So then we were just basically goofing around and spawned some withers and then went off to start this one. But at the time, every time they spawned witches, someone's like, oh, they're all lesbians. And then so at the point, it became like lesbians equals witch mob from Minecraft, which, you know, is a time. Truly a time. But I did end up making the equivalent that zombie villagers equals dad. So at one point it became like, I see a dad. And it's like, what? Because I just kept calling them my dads. And then would cure them and be like, yeah, this is also my dad. I've only had like 2 dads canonically. And they did know each other. And one of them did die. And that's what that grave is for. Fatherless behavior. Listen. There's a reason I have so many Fizzle Minecraft channel points, and we all know that. That's just the thing we don't have to talk about in Minecraft community. Because then we just all start calling each other out and it becomes a PvP enabled area. Looks at Wilbur asking for attention from Fizzle Minecraft, fatherless behavior. It's like, no, that's just called having a friend. Everyone else is just... You... I don't know why I was compelled to call that little zombie a skank, but I was going to. Why? Why are there so many? Something that I still think about often is the fact that in Third Life, after they killed Zombie Cleo for the last time, there was the raid of, they just happened to get the Minecraft event where at midnight every night in a village, they, test, like, it does, like, this roll thing in the data where it, like, decides whether or not it's gonna spawn a, zombie horde. And it just happened to be that night in that session, after Zombie Cleo dies, that they get a zombie horde on the Red Army specifically's village. That's like, you can't fucking script that. Like, they would not remember, oh yeah, zombie horde mechanic in Minecraft. And then add it in and be like, hell yeah. It's like, there's some stuff they just can't, like you can't come up with that. Like, and also you can't, like, it's wild. I still think about the Crassel duo every day of my goddamn life. The Crassel duo. Oh. Thinks of them. Also, goddamn... The whole clock. The clock. And all of its connotations. And Impulse's whole arc, where we were just watching everyone distrust him. Meanwhile, he's going for the strategy of, I'm going to have everyone trust me and befriend everyone, and then I'll end up being the one standing on top, and then by the end, he's the one who gets betrayed. All over a material item. We love to see it. The pain, the suffering. And then he fucking dies in the Wither episode. God. I still wish that they had been on hard mode when the Wither got spawned, because we all know they would have actually gotten wrecked. Like, we all were like, wow, they actually did very good. No, it was because it was on easy mode, and I don't know how you fuck up that bad. But it's very funny that they did. The, like, guys, I'm sorry. We were in easy mode the entire time. And like before, I like have made some analysis things just in like Discord talking to you guys about potential for the next season of Last Life. But like now there have been so much more developments with that. Not even just like preparing through being on like hard mode in Hermitcraft or something for some of them, or being on Empires, and that's also on hard mode, I'm pretty sure, considering you can get zombie villagers very easily. Yeah, definitely on hard mode. But also the hardcore series. They're all more used to hardcore. Like several people have started their own hardcore series and then continued them. Even Jimmy, Solidarity Gaming, has continued it. Like he died in his, I think, third episode of his main hardcore series that he was posting as videos on his channel, but he has continued a stream series that he's recently started. So that's more hours, and he will be probably dying on stream at some point, you know, as you do. Because when you die, you want to die on camera. But there's also Pearlescent Moons, even though she had to restart hers. But, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. We don't have to talk garbage about her. She did her best. She just has the episode 2 curse. And then there's a bunch of other people. I'm pretty sure Skiz has his own single-player world that he's working on right now. I don't know what that's on, like what difficulty it's on. But he like does defo have one. And then I'm pretty sure Big B had one at one point. I don't remember. And then of course there is like people's like Impulse has his own hardcore series now. Everyone's starting their own hardcore series, which isn't to say it's like unoriginal. Like it's just a game mode in the game. Like anyone can do it, you know. And it's very interesting to see how different people react. Because like of course, Impulse hasn't even started a base. He's focused on, I think he made an iron farm already, as well as a villager trading center. I haven't been keeping up with his. He's on like episode 15, and I think I'm on like episode 9 or something. I'm watching it. Which, Puka, the one who does the who did the animations for Exuma's Hermitcraft, the like Evil X and X animations, that kind of stuff. Puka's the one who did that and has been adding some fun editing taste to Impulse's videos, which is very fun. But yeah, and then of course the 100 hours one, that was the first one I was initially thinking of, 100 hours. Because, like, it's not, like, I can't imagine Scar playing hardcore on his own, though I'm pretty sure he has had a series of that in the past, which I don't remember if he mentioned he had ever finished it or anything, but, like, with Scar as well as Joel and Grian all working on hardcore, because Joel also has his own hardcore series. Like, he's done the 100 days and whatever. He's done a lot of 100 days videos, which are very entertaining. I like his style of commentary and the way that he, like, overviews a, large amount of time. And it's not just, like, all time lapses from building. Like, it's also, like, I went and collected this, and then, of course, I went to the nether, and then I went and collected this, and then I went to the nether. And it's very funny, and, like, of course, he's very sarcastic, naturally. So I very much like Joel's content. But then also Grian, which I don't think he ever really did hardcore before now. I'm gonna be real. Because the only times he was on, until Last Life, I don't think he was really on hardcore unless he did things on his own, you know? Because, like, without publishing them as videos. Because as far as I know, Grian literally, like, wasn't used to modern Minecraft. He was more used to, like, the alpha and earlier versions of Minecraft. Because of Evo, but also because that's the time, like, as soon as creative mode came out, that's all he really played. Until, Evo. Because he was busy building. Because he was on, like, he had, like, a build team and everything for, I'm pretty sure he was on the build team for Windcraft. Because he also co-owns Windcraft. And it's like, it's just like he didn't even know how to use an elytra, and he didn't know all this stuff about like basic Minecraft things. Like he hadn't gone through a Guardian Temple and all that and everything. And it's just like things that he had to learn once he joined Hermitcraft. So then it goes to show that he probably didn't do any hardcore style things except for Demise in season 6, as well as some of the other like kind of more PvP based mini games in Hermitcraft, but none of them were that like hardcore, like actual hardcore mode, because hardcore itself does have different aspects of the game that hard mode does not touch on. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember exactly. That's just because I don't have a good memory. So like until Last Life, he had not done a lot of hardcore things. So now that he has a hardcore series and has done pretty well, aside from the foolishness of trying to completely wear only his elytra because he's a fool. Because he's a fool and didn't. He's just a fool. Like, there's nothing to be said about it. It's fool behavior. You gotta wear your chestplate, king. Or else you're gonna die. And then he did die, and was like, wow, I can't believe I died. What? Oh no, I have to go this way, duh. I was like, I had come out this way last time. No, it's just this way. But yeah, so then the fact that he does have a hardcore series now and has done pretty well, aside from mistakes that most people tend to make in their first few times playing hardcore, which I'm sure he'll learn from. It's a wonder that I wonder how he's going to do in Last Life once it's finally actually on hard mode in hardcore next season, especially because now he's accustomed to 1.18 hardcore and hard mode, which what I had thought was that when 1.18 had rolled around, last time I had done like an analysis, was that it would roll around and then they would update and expand the world of Hermitcraft off the continent. But it's been a while since then, and Hermitcraft Season 8 has ended because it was destined to be a short season. But that means that instead of thinking, yeah, unless people like ditch their gear and start working from scratch in 1.18, whatever land they were going to make, if they had actually expanded from the continent on Season 8, then they wouldn't know what it is to start with nothing on 1.18. But since now they are, and they have with their other series, we now don't have to worry about them not understanding or knowing the limits of being of starting with nothing on 1.18. Like, they're more used to it. Of course, they're not going to be as accustomed to the early game as someone like me, who pointedly will continue restarting and restarting because of how the hardcore series works. Just like canonically, that's how it works. But they are going to be more accustomed to it than I thought they were going to be, which changes things because all of the hermits are going to have that, as opposed to just like whoever had a side series. It's like everyone, which is good, because that means that they're all not on like even playing field, because of course like you can't say that everyone will have the same exact experience, or that because they've done something they inherently will be better, because like it's at the end of the day it's just maybe 1 or 2 or 3 times that they're fully starting from nothing in 1.18. Because they're not going to keep starting over and over until they get like a good seed, or until like they don't die or something. Like instead they're just going to do the 1 or 2 times for their series, and then they're not going to continue doing that like every time, because it would be a waste of time. And it's not like you need to fully practice that, but also like with Last Life and the mechanics it brings, it could factor into off-balancing them, even if they would have been secure if there weren't Last Life mechanics on whatever seed they are playing on, or maybe they get unlucky and don't know particularly how to handle a certain situation. Like, maybe they're used to how much better lit it was in a... Or maybe they had an area like a stony shore where you're able to get basically all the iron you need for maybe even a full set of armor. And then you can move on and go down into the caves, and maybe they don't have that, depending on what biomes they choose. Which I'm thinking they're definitely going to choose a mountain because of the natural powdered snow. Which powdered snow as a trap is something that was not used at all. Neither was dripstone, I'm pretty sure, at all in traps for 1.17 for Last Life, the second season. But if they utilize it this time, who's to say what could happen, you know? It might be interesting to see what they can accomplish if they utilize newer mechanics. Especially because, like, Drip Leaf, something they couldn't use because they didn't have, like, you just need to get those things from wandering traders, you know, in 1.17. So it's more difficult to obtain and also, like, to utilize. Especially if, once you get it, if you share with someone or tell someone because you're excited, then you're definitely losing an advantage as well. Which, of course, most people are going to share with their alliances, which I'm very excited for whatever alliances may come, though I'm always hyped for Green and Etho team up, potentially. Or whoever new joins, if there's anyone new, because I'm always ready for more, hopefully more gals, because murder ladies. Like, it's just hilarious how they're just are far more intimidating. And it's like, how do you manage that? And it's like, no, they're good at inherently being intimidating, which is very funny. Because you've got people like, you've got people like Pearl, who is just a bit reckless. And then you've got people, and of course all of them are bloodthirsty in their own ways. I'm hoping for Gem to join, because that would be really cool. And because I'm just a very big fan of Gem's content. I had been watching her content, and I had, like, started watching when she was doing a 1.13 survival world. But I hadn't kept up with all of her more survival-based content, really. Which I wish I had, because then I probably would have... I'm pretty sure she was in X Life. Maybe? I think so. King. But yeah. I am a fan of her content, and I hope if she wants to join, she does. Like, if she'd want to join, then she does. That would be nice. Because, you know, I'm always down. The gals always have the more chaotic energy, and I don't know how they manage it. I think it's just like, I have no responsibilities, let me go hog wild. I can do whatever I want, and so then I can murder. Because we saw how, Gem was, like, in Hermitcraft, like, we saw parts of it in, what was it? Getting distracted. Like, in how she, like, just ruthlessly sold Green when he went AFK, like, partway through the season. And then there's also the one where, like, I think it was for her Matrix, like, stuff. Like, when she and Pearl were the old saving the new, I think. Or the new saving the old. Is there really... I don't think there's a connecting one here. Okay. I'm not a fan of that. Like, I'm pretty sure she, like, sacrificed everyone else. Or maybe it was Pearl who did that. I can't remember. Anyway, I hope Pearl gets to team up with more people. Last time she teamed up with mostly Scott and they were ride or die, but we'd love to see that. And I was very much rooting for their team, so I was very glad when, they had both made it to, like, near the end together. Very great. I'm pretty sure I'm lost. Like, I usually get turned around in mine shafts and manage to find my way back. But I'm lost a little bit. And instead of wandering around where there's not really any resources, I'd much rather just go back to the barn and begin smelting stuff. I tend to split it up back into the regular furnace chest as well, which, you know, I don't have to do. I just feel like it, really. And it's not like I'm wasting time. If anything, it's more efficient, you know? Got diamond ore, music disc. Okay, then we'll go home. And we will top up on this. Put this here. Grab this. Grab... Oh, hello! I'm good. I'm just, I just finished going gold mining on the server. So I am getting more of my resources back. I don't need this, don't need this. Gotta sleep. And then we can... What am I gonna do? I don't need this. I wanted to store this. And I can... Well, I can grab some of this. So the diamond ore I will put here. Then I can go back home. And I'm gonna grab some of this actually and transport it over to the barn. So then I just don't have to worry about being able to dump like a stack or so of stone or cobblestone. You know? Oh, this is in a multiple of 9, so I can just... No, it's a multiple of 7, I'm a goddamn fool. I love being able to count. This is not how my inventory goes. Okay. And then I can just go here. Teleport all of this. Put this in here. Well, I don't need to really teleport to the barn. It's right here. Past the wood farms, which I finished farming all that wood. I had been farming like logs because I wanted to fill up the chest. Oh, Chaos! I don't know if you've seen, but I made this sick armory, which I have been working on filling. Oh, I also need to fill. And I also made this under the storage barn. I made more storage area so people can just throw more stone and cobblestone and everything. Oh, here it is. And then there's stone. I don't know. Pain, suffering. Does that fit in? Well, it doesn't fit in here, huh? Pain. Guess I'll wait. No, I don't have to because there are these. Not that one. This. But yeah, aside from that, there's all the gold we got. So currently smelting, and then we'll be able to turn it into apples, probably. Let's grab 2 more for this side. And then I've just had this door here instead of a wall, mostly because I can break it, go through. And most people, if they're not going to find like a button or something, they'll realize like, oh, this is a closed off area for now. And if they don't, then, well, whatever. They'll be able to find their way out, probably. It's a bit intuitive. But so, this is my armory currently. There's the light blue glazed terracotta. And then I made this mirrored effect because it's like mirroring it, and you can see the shelves. And it's just, I can't, like, turn the chest upside down or the paintings or stands or armor stands or anything, so I can't, like, do everything I'd want to, you know? But, you know, it's full with things we'll need. I've got some enchanting bottles as well. Buckets of water, pumpkins, torches. I don't have swords or I don't have any of the tools yet. I'm still focusing on the armors. But I've got the logs, and I guess I've got a block. I don't want that here, please. This is very much cool. Oh yeah, and then it's got this cool little secret entrance. And then this very complex redstone mechanism that I had to do. You don't want to know how long this took me. It's a sticky piston, a torch, and a pressure plate, but still. And it's a little thing in there so that you can go over here. Which, making this room also took me a bit. Took me a couple hours. But that's mostly because I was also watching the Hermitcraft recap binge-a-thon thing, so... But yeah, mostly I just have to do stuff in the area so that I'm still loading this. So I'm pretty sure it's in spawn chunks. Or no, actually, so I think my theory is that this area is in spawn chunks, but this is not, because this doesn't auto smelt at sometimes when I'm gone, but this does. And it's like, okay. Okay, yeah, might as well just be only part. And my other theory is that the spawn chunks range all the way up to, over by the windmill with the big wheat field, because part of the wheat field just seems to not grow, and it's like a sizable, like, line. Like, you can tell. But I don't know. Oh yeah, the Pride Booth banner area. I still need to grab a few more stacks of yellow wool for it, but it's mostly done. Oh, that's fries. Okay. But yeah, most of what I've been doing is literally just like grinding for the same stuff, so I'm able to mindlessly do it while watching something. So I've been able to get through several like VODs and everything from that, so that's good. Because I'm mostly focused on getting things for villagers, because I want to keep trading and getting more stuff, of course. And then also I'm getting the experience levels so I can continue. Oh no, I'm a fool. I'm the idiot sandwich. Cannot believe this. This malarkey. This absolute poppycock. This goddamn... Yeah, I ate one. I'm like, why is there one less than there should be? Because I ate one. I was right there eating it. But yeah. I've mostly been grinding for experience levels as well as golden carrots and enchant bottles for the armory. Which the enchant bottles we don't need that much of. But I'm like, if you grab a stack, then you're going to be able to refresh your armor if you are really taking a beating, which we don't know what's going to lie in the end for us. So I'd like to be as prepared as possible. Even if that means having a shit ton of very hard to get items for me, because I don't have the ability to zombify things and get a ton of cleric villagers and fix them as soon as I want. Well, that's gonna be 13 levels, huh? Maybe I should. Protection, feather falling mending. Yeah. That's gonna be 8 each, so then I'm gonna have 10. Well, that's gonna be 13, so it can't be done. So I'm thinking I just do these two, and it's 6. So then the rest of what I have to do is literally just all of these. So that's 5 times 13, so that's 15 plus 50 is 65. Is that right? 15 plus 50 is 65, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna need 65 levels eventually for all that, but I'm not gonna get them all at once because that'd be dumb, and also it's like harder to get past like 40 or 30 with most XP grinders in an efficient manner. So I'll probably just get like 20 or 30 at a time and then continue back and forth and back and forth. But that's mostly dealing with my villagers, which, you know, they're a time. Oh yeah, I had actually been, what is it? I went, farming for azalea stuff. So there's a ton of plain azalea leaves right here. Like literally most of this, aside from 2 stacks. And then I also had a large amount that I brought over. Oh, Pandora, she's up and stretching. Oh, Pandora. Pandora, who's a good kitty? Oh, baby, baby kitty. Oh, she's not even looking at me. Pandora, my darling, my one and only, who's never done anything wrong. Come and turn and look at me, baby. Oh, she got a little startled because I was like looking at her so intensely, huh? Huh? Oh no, she's so busy. She's busy with her thoughts and feelings. But yeah, I did a lot of farming over here, so we got a lot of leaves. And all of these moss carpets, which I'll be able to use for this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I only need like this much. And then I can just go here. And then I can just like start filling them in the area. Because, you know, lot of ground here to cover, which some of it is very difficult, like especially these like little hilly parts. Can't fully cover them, and especially when you're in the in Gerard Ways area, because it naturally like darkens what the player sees, which is hard to notice, I guess, unless you're very often in the proximity of a wither, because I hadn't noticed it for a while, and then suddenly I was like, yeah, it's naturally darker here, isn't it? I need to make sure to grab the gosh darn grass block. Last time I was doing this, one of the people I was with was like, oh, grass blocks, hell yeah, hell yeah. So then I'd randomly toss them a grass block and they'd be like, hell yeah. And like, you just love to see the enthusiasm, let's be real, for the noble grass block that's never done anything wrong. Oh, she's all curled up but now facing my way. What a good kitty. Pandora, you're a good kitty. Oh my gosh, she stretched her little beans, her little toe beans. She's such a darling. Like, she's never done anything wrong, gonna be real. Except for, like, attack me, but, you know, I deserved it, didn't I? Truly a bop. Welcome to the City is really so good. Like, hello? All of the songs in Chapter 2 were so fucking good. Like, who allowed this? Who did this? Tobias Fox? Tobiathan? How dare you? The thing with all of these is, like, yeah, it doesn't fit very well with the, thing, but I also do some patches of moss, like, here and there. Just to spruce it up. And also, like, it's a swamp. It's never gonna look perfect unless you do like a full enchanted swamp like Jevin did in Hermitcraft Season 8. Like, if you don't do that, then it's gonna be hard, and that's like taking hours and hours of terraforming and decoration and stuff. And I just don't have the time. I would, but also this is everyone's area. It's a community area, so I'm not gonna treat it like it's my mega base or something. I'm just gonna make it a bit better and a bit more aesthetically pleasing for people, especially those who stream, so that I don't have to have people staring at torch spam all the time if they don't want it. Sir? Hello! Hi! I am currently just cleaning up some of the torch spam in the swamp right now for a server I'm on with some of my friends. I was gold mining like the title suggests, but currently we're just waiting for the gold to smelt over in the blacksmith I built, which is all the way over here. Oh yeah, I don't think I've shown off my arena on stream for a while. But yeah, that's my arena that I built. It's huge. It's the biggest project I've ever done, really, even though I do plan to do a bigger project. It's got little cute little entrances and everything. And a tree that I built. And all the trees in this area I've built, which that one's really big. And then these ones are smaller ones. Oh yeah, this one used to be built with just oak leaves and jungle leaves, and then we got the 1.17 update, so then I replaced literally every single leaf. It used to be the exact same, like this was the exact same, but it's almost as if I had like world edited, changed it, except I had done it all in survival. Same with all these little trees. I liked them. But yeah, we can check on our gold. Still not gonna be a lot. Because I'm trying to stock up on my, my armory down here. Which is currently technically a secret, kind of. You know? But it's mostly because we're gonna be end raiding soon, hopefully. Or doing something, because... supposedly the end is coming, and I'd like us all to be prepared, especially for the people who might not have armor or lost it in the explosions in the Triteberg. But that's just how it be. Sometimes your whole home country explodes, and that's just how it is sometimes. Thankfully, I don't live there, but that was mostly just because I was already working on community projects here, so I didn't want to, unless they were expanding the Triteberg over here, I didn't want to go over there and start working on other community things for an even smaller community. Because I've made, like, the community storage stuff over there, the community blacksmith, community enchanting table area, and then those community wood farms, because I can say words. And that's a word. Oh, I love this little tree. I don't appreciate this tree enough. I think I was planning on putting like some kind of bench or something under this because it's just like so cute. And if, I don't know, hanging lanterns would be nice, but I've already got a ton of glowberries. And I'd have to like fix and terraform up the area a tiny bit for that, and I don't know about that. Too much effort. When it's already pretty okay. Like I could just leave it as is and it'd be fine. But yeah, this swamp full of monsters. It's a mess. Not a lot of people live out in this swamp. Technically, even I don't really live here. I live in a little cave in the middle of nowhere. Over there. And then I also live on an island in the middle of nowhere, but I don't really live there. I just kind of have all my stuff there. Because I have far too much stuff to store it here. I don't know. I think I'll just leave this as torch spam because it's technically like, you know, maybe I should just, I don't know. I prefer just leaving this. I'm not a fan of messing with it because, you know, once you almost get assassinated in an area once, you probably don't want to go back there as often, which sucks because it was right by my arena build, so I have to pass by it every time. But, you know, that's how it be when you get nearly assassinated and then actually assassinated. If I got some sea pickles in this area, but all my sea pickles are, I'd have to farm them over at the, coral area that I've got. Which, because we've got warps on this server, so we're able to warp literally like hundreds of thousands of blocks if we need to. And across dimensions if we want to. So I could warp into the nether right now if I wanted to and all that. But still, I'd rather just hang around here right now and fix up some stuff. So my one sea... I've got another sea pickle farming operation over here, but it's not as good. And it's far less... It's just like far more of a hassle to use. But that will be nice for the lighting of this area. Sea pickles actually do provide a lot more light as long as you do them in 3s or 4s. I'm gonna have to move my chair. My poor bones. Probably should have muted, but whatever. Was that you, kitty? Pandora, did you see something with your special little eyes? Oh, what did she see? I think she might see a bug or something. What's up? What do you see? She's like sitting up and looking around. Who's a good kitty? What do you see? Do you see a bug? Is that it? She looks like she's following a bug or something. Sir, I did not ask. Where are the askers? Gonna be real. Fairly certain that one's an Enderman. Oh, have you settled back down now, Pandora? Oh, she's just a little thing. This little kitty. She's a darling little angel. Is that so, Pandora? Are you a little angel? Oh, she turned to look at me and gave me this. Are you giving me the stink eye right now, baby? You're just a little baby. How could you do this to me? How could you betray me like this? I'm your father. Yeah, this is 7, so it's spawnable. I'm sure I could grab some sea pickles and fix it, but also I could just do it right now, so... Well, some of this I definitely would need sea pickles for, otherwise I'll just be, like, fully terraforming to fix the area. Oh yeah, there's just some blood in this area. And... command blocks? What? Strange things. I don't understand that. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of whatever that is. Gonna be real. Don't understand and don't want to. Yeah, don't want to, actually. At the end of the day, I'd rather just not know, you know? Sometimes it's better to not know when you don't understand something. Like, why would I want to take part in whatever that is? Time to go back around. Bam. Nothing in here, so... Oh, they're still smelting, though. Is this one still smelting? Yeah. Oh, that torch did not need to be there. I don't know who placed that. Okay. Gonna go over by the emo barn, probably. Which, I'm very proud of that build. What's turned out to be, you know? Sometimes you just gotta chill. Oh, I've already been streaming for like 2 hours. I did not intend on doing that. That's probably why I'm so tired, you know? I'm like, why? How could I possibly be tired? I've only been streaming for like, whatever, a couple minutes. But nah. I have in fact not been streaming for just a little bit of time. In fact, a lot of bit of time, some might argue. Though I usually stream a bit longer, I did start a bit later because I was busy. So, you know, that's just how it is. Oh, Pandora, she's just sitting there so sweetly. What a sweet little baby kitty. Yeah, next time we're probably either going to, I don't know, I'd like to go back to the hardcore roleplay world. Though, of course, I'm always worried about someone randomly coming by and thinking I'm cringe or something, but that's, like, if you randomly find, like, the tiniest stream in the world and that person is doing Minecraft roleplay, like, literally, if you're gonna call them cringe, like, how are you even there? We were both at the Devil's Sacrament, you know? Like, what were you doing at the Devil's Sacrament, you know? Goody Proctor? But I don't know. I'd like to go back to the jungle world we have right now. Very good world. And I started the really cute little base, which I need to finish. Thing is, the character still doesn't have like any armor or anything. I don't think they even have a bucket, because they like lack iron so severely. So at some point they'll have to make a ladder, or staircase, or something back down. Down into the cave that they're right above. Which will probably be nerve-wracking for them, but for me it'd be fine. It's just kind of funny to be like, oh guys, I'm so scared. And the character is in fact like very frightened all the time, but I am in fact not, because it's Minecraft and to me it's not real, but to them it is, so that's how the marvelous world of acting and lying works. But yeah, so this is probably around the end of the stream, you know? We did some things. We, mined a lot of gold. We fought a lot of guys. Got startled by a creeper at least once. Got a music disc, got some diamonds. As you do. In this modern age. And, got a lot of gold. We got some golden apples as well, which go into our store instead of the armory store. And yeah, so I'll have to craft up all of those gosh darn golden apples, and then I can stock those into the armory. Do they really? Oh, that's so annoying. But yeah. This will defo be the end of the stream. Let's just check how much gold we have. Well, whatever. That's it. Bye. Hi to Death and Foira who stopped by, I guess. And then hi to Chaos, and I'll talk to you later, Chaos. Probably within a few minutes. But bye-bye.